Welcome to December for J-Dawg's Fearless Football Picks in 2023. We're now on to Week 14, where lucky number 13, I could have done better. I was 8-5, 116 up and 77 down. Still haven't picked any games that could end in a tie. Will I do that this week? Well, we'll find out, because tonight would be a prime candidate for that, wouldn't it? The 2-10 New England Patriots are at the 7-5 Pittsburgh Steelers, and it's on Prime Video tonight at 8:15 p.m. See what I did there? Prime candidate, Prime Video. All right, dad jokes later. Anyway, I'm not going to pick a tie. I want to. I really do. But I'm going to take the Steelers in this one. Remember what happened last year? The Patriots were in Pittsburgh, and I think it was week 2, and they defeated the Pittsburgh Steelers in the Steel City. Don't think that's going to happen, though, tonight or this year, for that matter. And it looks like Mitch Trubisky goes for the Steelers and Bailey Zappi goes for the Patriots. Well, Zappi and the Pats got zapped by L.A. last week by a baseball score of 6-0. Now we move on to the Sunday games, and we've got an NFC South showdown between the 6-6 first place Atlanta Falcons and the 5-7 Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And it's a 1 p.m. Kickoff on CBS. And I'm going to take the Falcons in this one. More division play. 1 p.m. on Fox on Sunday. An NFC Norris division showdown has the 9-3 Detroit Lions, who look vulnerable all of a sudden, at the 4-8 Chicago Bears. No matter how bad the Patriots are, it looks like the Bears got the number 1 pick because the Panthers are that bad. Because remember, the Panthers pretty much mortgaged their future on a quarterback that might not make it in the NFL. It's not looking good right now for Bryce Young. Again, he's a rookie. I know C.J. Stroud's a rookie, and they're both kind of feeling their way through the NFL. C.J. Stroud is having a better time because the Texans are good, and he's good. Texans are winning, and he's good. Not so much for the Carolina Panthers. Chicago Bears have the number 1 pick in the 2024 NFL Draft. Next, Sunday, 1 p.m., we've got now a pretty good matchup because CBS on Sunday, we've got the Indianapolis Colts. As I get my papers, hang on. Don't drop your papers, J-Dawg. Indianapolis Colts are at the Cincinnati Bengals. Now, on paper, this game probably would have been a dog of a game a while ago, but now Cincinnati's back in it. They're 6-6, and the Indianapolis Colts are a surprising 7-5. Minshew Mania, is it real and spectacular? I think it is, but it won't be this Sunday. I've got Cincinnati in the cold winning over Indianapolis. I don't know if it's going to be cold or not in Cincinnati. I'm just assuming that. Never assume. You know why? It only leads to more assumptions. Okay, and we've got a key showdown here in the city that rocks in Cleveland. The 7-5 Cleveland Browns host the 8-4 Jacksonville Jaguars Sunday at 1 p.m. on CBS. And at one time, like Monday night, all the Jaguars had to do was win, and they would have been 9-3 and probably in the driver's seat in the AFC. But there's no clear favorite in the AFC, so they're just one of those teams. You can't trust them. Trevor Lawrence is injured too. Don't know if he's going to start this game or not. If he doesn't, C.J. Beathard is, and I don't think that's a good thing. I think that's a bad thing. Cleveland's defense, which is actually starting to let the city of Cleveland down a little bit than what they were a few weeks ago. I don't think they will this time. C.J. Beathard and the Jags, don't think they'll go into Cleveland and beat the Browns. And I think it'll be cold in Cleveland too. I don't know that for a fact. If it's a Midwest or East Coast city, it's going to be cold this Sunday, right? Right? I don't know. Okay. Carolina Panthers, 1-11. At the New Orleans Saints, who are 5-7, and this is a 1 p.m. game on Fox. This is an NFC South showdown, and I'm going to take the Saints in this one to go 6-7. Man, if they lose to the Panthers, ooh, they'll be back to being the Aints. Sunday at 1 p.m. on CBS, Zach Wilson is back as the starter. That can't be a good thing for the New York Football Jets, who are 4-8 and falling out of this thing quick. They're hosting the 7-5 Houston Texans. I'm going to take the Texans in this one. Sunday at 1 p.m. on Fox, the Los Angeles Rams, who are 6-6, at the 9-3 Baltimore Ravens, who are right now the division. Are they? No, I think Miami's the division leader right now in the NFL, in the AFC, I should say. And I'm going to take the Ravens in this one in the cold. Again, I don't know if it'll be cold in Baltimore or not. I don't know. Place that's not going to be cold because, well, they play in a roof, under a roof. 4:05 p.m., a Super Bowl 11 rematch between the Las Vegas Raiders at 5-7 and the 6-6 Minnesota Vikings. It looks like Josh Norman, the Pastronaut, it's looking like he's back to normal, and that's not a good thing for the Minnesota Vikings. I'm going to take the Las Vegas Raiders in this one. Again, that's Sunday at 4:05 p.m. on Fox. Another 4:05 p.m. game on Fox. I don't think this one's going to be pretty at all. The slumping Seattle Seahawks at 6-6 are at a division rival. Not just any division rival, but the San Francisco 49ers. This one's not going to be pretty. I'm taking the Niners. If you thought what they did to the Seahawks in Seattle was bad, wait till they host them in Santa Clara. Woof. I don't know if the weather's going to be in Santa Clara either. Is it going to be cold and rainy like the East Coast cities or the Midwestern cities? Next, at 4:25 p.m. on CBS, the reigning, defending, undisputed Super Bowl champion Kansas City Chiefs, who are 8-4, hosting the Buffalo Bills, who are 6-6. The reason why this game is so close in terms of point spread, I don't know what it is right now. I think it might have been Kansas City by 2.5 points, 1.5, 2.5. Again, we're not doing point spreads. I saw the point spread though, and I thought to myself, okay, are they basing this on last year, or are they basing this on that the Bills defensively match up against Pat Mahomes pretty well? I know it's in Kansas City, but that hasn't stopped the Bills from winning in Kansas City before. I know that was then, and this is now. The Bills were on a bye week, too, so some extra rest. And there's some vulnerability in the Kansas City offense, as you saw against the Green Bay Packers on Sunday Night Football, if you saw it. Regardless, I'm going to take the Chiefs in this one, and the misery continues for the Buffalo Bills, who are having a very underwhelming season. 4:25 p.m. on CBS, an AFC West showdown pits the 6-6 Denver Broncos at the 5-7 Los Angeles Chargers. I'm going to take Denver in this one. It'll be close, but I'm going to take the Broncos to eke out a win over the LA Chargers. Sunday Night Football. It's a good one. 8:20 p.m. Sunday night on NBC. And the last time the Dallas Cowboys played a very meaningful game against the Philadelphia Eagles, it was Christmas of 2006. James Brown had died. It was, again, a Christmas game on NBC, and it was a crucial game for the Dallas Cowboys to beat the Philadelphia Eagles, which I don't think they did, if I remember correctly. That was the Tony Romo era, and for the Philadelphia Eagles, the reigning, defending, undisputed NFC champs, they're at 10-2, and Dallas is at 9-3. Now, if Dallas wins this game, they'll be 10-3, and Philly will be 10-3. The division essentially is on the line here. I don't trust the Dallas Cowboys. I just don't. Show me when you beat a marquee team, then I'll shut up. Until then, I'm taking the Eagles in this one. Next, 2 Monday night games. Yes, I guess this makes up for Monday Night Football having 2 games, one on ABC because of the actors' strike finally concluding. I guess they had a makeup game, and I guess they're going to put one of these games on ABC. The first one is 8:15 p.m. kickoff on ESPN as the 4-8 Tennessee Titans are at the 9-3 Miami Dolphins. If the Fins want to win this one and continue to run away with the AFC, this is a good way to start because the Titans are starting to slide and the Dolphins are starting to roll. And they haven't played anybody, and this is perfect. And I don't know what the weather's going to be like in Miami, but it might be rainy. I don't know. It is Miami after all. But I'll take the Fins in this one. And then 8:15 p.m. on ABC, the Green Bay Packers, who are back in it all of a sudden, 6-6 on the season, at the 4-8 New York Football Giants. And I'm taking the pack on this one. Matty LaFleur has yet to lose in the month of December as a head coach in the NFL, and he's only been head coach of one team, the Green Bay Packers, who have a pretty good schedule in terms of easy potential wins here on out. So, to recap, I have Pittsburgh tonight, and then the Sunday games, Atlanta, Detroit, Cincinnati, Cleveland, New Orleans, Houston, Baltimore, Las Vegas, San Francisco, Kansas City, Denver, Philadelphia, Miami, and Green Bay. Arizona and Washington each are on a bye week, and I think this is the last time there are bye weeks before they're all back to work, and the contenders and the pretenders, like the commies and the cards, can go back to their miserable 2023 seasons. Next week, of course, in week 15, which I will do next Thursday. Okay, J-Dawg today, tomorrow. The recap on Tuesday for week 14 of this week, and then J-Dawg's Fearless Football Picks for week number 15, just after 4 p.m. Eastern on this here YouTube channel. Today is Pearl Harbor Day. Don't forget that. And also today is the first day of Hanukkah. So happy Hanukkah to those who celebrate. And of course, as I said before, today is Pearl Harbor, where 82 years ago, our nation was attacked. And it didn't happen in my lifetime, and it probably didn't happen in your lifetime, but it happened, and we can't forget it, ever.